Okay, we come to the last chapter, with chapter integration. So we can finish all this by today, then we have no class tomorrow. Okay, so today we have 2 quiz. Right. Okay, integration. Integration, most application of integration is to find, yes. Oh, ada. Okay. Okay. So application of standard integration is to find area, find the root mean when you do statistic later, find volume, find centroid, second moment of area in your static and dynamic, Fourier series in electrical signal or control later. Okay, yeah. Okay, process. So in the previous chapter, we learned about differentiation. We actually reverse what you did for differentiation. So if differentiation function equal to 2x squared, when you differentiate, it will become 4x. So the integral of 4x is 2x squared. So how to write mathematical model for 4x? When you integrate, you get 2x squared. All right. Okay, the rest is nothing. Okay, so you will see you'll need to use this integrate sign. All right, integrate of 4x equal to 2x squared. So how you get this? There is a general formula for integration. All right, so I give you the, okay. So the way you read this, integrate 4x dx, you read it is integral of 4x with respect to x. Means this whole thing, it means the integral of 4x with respect to x value. If you integrate something, let's say dx dy, means inside here you then have y, you need to add y. Okay, so integrate, you need to be sensitive to what you integrate here. This one, then you check what your subject is. So for example, the second one, integrate 2t dt, means you focus on what you have with t, then you do integration. If you integrate 2t dx, means you need to find x inside the 2t here. So the general formula will be, okay, the rest I just skip. So I haven't come to the general equation. Okay, so integration, if you see the integration without the number above n, right? Then they are called infinity integration. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, so this is the general solution. This is the general equation. If your format of your question look like integrate something x power n dx, then you use this formula. You write ax n, your n will +1, divide by the exponential component. Mean you take this n +1, put to denominator. And why we have +c? Because your integrate do not have number, do not have limit. When you do not have limit, you need to plus a constant value behind there. And this formula is only true when your n equal to -1. Yeah. Because you n equal master 1, this one you get infinity. Okay, so the first form you already seen when you have y equal to ax power n, then you use this one. A power minus n means your exponential need to have x. Means if you have this one, if you have y equal to 4, then you need to integrate y dx. So how you do? How you see this one? This one you see it as y equal in this format axn. So you see this one as axn. So your 4 is a. Beside 4 actually is 1. So your x power what is 1? 0. So when you have this one, when you use this formula, this one will become your a is 4. X you copy. So x plus 1, your n is 0. 0 plus 1, so 0 plus 1. And this one is do not have limit, so plus c. So at the end, you get this is 4x divided y1 plus c. So c divide 1, you don't need to write. So you write as 4x plus c. Okay, so this is when you see a number only, you need to see it as there is a format of x power n. Yeah, so when you see a constant value, beside that is dot 1 or multiply 1, or you can write as x power 0. And then you apply this formula, you put in the formula, then you get the answer. Yeah, okay. Okay, you have the first formula already. This is important when your y equal to axn. So when your y equal to your function x equal to a power n, you use this formula. So same, this is just an example. When you have your y equal to 3x power 4, same, your a is 3, your n is 4. You compare side by side. Your a is 3, your n is 4. So you just substitute your value accordingly. So you'll get 3x, 4 plus 1, and then take the power, put into the denominator portion, plus c. Again, why you get c? Because your integration sign is do not have limit. Okay, do not have limit. So you need to spare a constant value for the upper limit, lower limit. Okay. So this is the final answer. You'll get 3 over 5 x power 5 plus c. Yeah, so far okay? This one all right? Okay, we repeat the same concept for the next few slides. So if you understand this one, I will go very fast. Okay, this is just another example. Always convert your question into index form. When you get a fraction format, 2 divided by x squared, convert into index form, which is 2x minus 2 power minus 2. And then you do the same as what the general formula in yellow color. Yeah, all right. So at the end, the second question, integrate 2 divided by x squared, we arrive at minus 2 divided by x, or minus 2x minus 1 power minus 1 plus c. Okay. Same with this one. Integrate square root of x. you need to convert any symbol, a square symbol into power half, power 1/2. This one. The rest will be the same by applying the yellow color formula. Yeah, so you put side by side, you should know what is your A, what is your X, what's your N, and then substitute inside the general formula. So again, for your final of test 2, you always need to show me what general solution that you're using, or general formula that you're using. Okay, you need to write the general formula. Okay. So at the end, the third one will arrive at 3 divided by 2 square root 3 power square root x power 3 plus c. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So first, if you integrate like what I mentioned, you see the whiteboard. If you integrate a constant, for example, integrate your y equal to 8, you will get 8x plus c. Yeah? Okay. So this one, I did assume you know how to apply the general formula already. You arrive, if your y equal to a constant value, let's say in this case, y equal to 8, when you integrate your y dx, you'll get 8x plus c. Again, why you plus c? Because your integration sign, there's no limit. Yeah. So also quite tricky in your final. If you don't see anything at the limit, please remember to write the plus c in your answer. This will be the tricky part. So if you have many parts of your y equal to 3x plus 2x squared minus 5, you have a plus and minus in the same bracket, then you can break the plus or minus sign into individual integration. For example, this one you can integrate 3x dx plus 2x dx and minus 5 dx, or you can write plus integrate minus 5 dx, and then you pull the minus to the front. Okay. Now these are the minus sign, always the careless mistake, so just take note now. So this slide is only tell you to show you that actually when you get the bracket with the plus and minus, then you can break them into individual. If you get a two function multiply, then cannot. If you multiply two function, you need to use other method. This only apply for individually plus and minus sign. Yeah. Then you do the rest. Okay, you do the rest like using the previous general formula. Okay, now for this case, you arrive at 3 divided by 2x squared plus 2 divided by 3x cubed minus 5x plus c. Okay. So in your notes, you will see this in the appendix or in your notes there. So in your final, if you're being asked of all this, you will see in the appendix. All right. Again, you need to copy in your answer, or if you can remember, just remember. If you cannot, then you need to write this general formula in the answer. Okay. Now for here, we already go through the first one, AXN. If you integrate, you use this formula. If you integrate cos will become sine, and then you pull the a to the front, 1 divided by the a. Copy the ax plus c. Why plus c? Because no limit. There's no low limit, upper limit. Same. If you integrate sine, you get negative cos. If you integrate sec square, you get 10. If you integrate cosec square, you get cot and so on. Yeah, and so on. Most application will be the last one in your engineering module. Is 1 over x, you arrive at ln x. Ln x, not log x. Is ln x or log power e. This one, some of you might confuse. Okay. I think this one, I don't need to go through. You have this one in your revision. You've already understand this table. Basically, the rest of the tutorial question is application of this table. Okay. Okay, this one your homework. Go and see. Again, this one is the bracket of a few function, plus, minus, so you can break into individual. All right. Quite lengthy, yeah. So here, if I break into individual, I will get C1. I break into individual, I will have this one. If I integrate this one, I get C1. This one, I'll get constant number 2. This one, I get constant number 3. I can add them together. I get a capital C, which is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Or if you're lazy, you can straight away remove the C1, C2, C3, put a capital C at the back. Yeah. This one. Okay, this one at the moment you might not see the application, but in future, if you look about into vibration or control, this small constant might change the direction a little bit, maybe a few angle, a few minutes from the origin. Okay, yeah. So the rest, you see the function, then you need to do accordingly lah. Yes. Yes. This one. This one. This one, I pull my 6 out. Oh, it should be positive. Right? Your means you say that it's positive, is it? Negative. Okay. So this one, if you use the formula, it will be what? 6 pull up, then x 2 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. Typo. Oh, okay. Actually, I make a mistake by add one more minus. You should not have minus 6 inside here. Yes. Okay. The rest. Okay lah. Format. Okay. Okay, determine this one. You just write this one in the index form, then you integrate accordingly. Okay, the rest is the same. Here, the rest is the same. It's just to repeat what is root of n and then power m, right in the index form. Yeah. Okay, the rest is still the same. Okay. Okay, this one involves theta. If you have a square, remember to expand it first. If a square, expand it, then break it into individual, then you integrate. Any question on this one? Any question? Anyone have question on this? Noah? If you don't answer, ask me now. Your quiz is coming. Your quiz is coming. If you have question, ask me now. I don't know. My question is, do you understand this one? Understand? Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, the idea is to expand the square. So you expand the bracket of square, then you break into individual, then you integrate individually. Right into an index form. Okay, right in the index form. Then you rearrange in this form, then only you do integration. Okay, so the next step will be this one. Once you can convert this one into this form, then you do accordingly. Your A is 1, your X is theta, your N is, for the first one is -2. So N plus 1 divided by N plus 1. Do the rest for the second one and third term. Yeah. So 2 you pull to the front. Your X is theta, your N is half. So half plus 1 divided by N plus 1. Your N is half. The third term is your A is 1. Theta is your X. Your N is 3/2 plus 1. Copy the N plus 1. When you convert from integration sign, remember the next steps must follow by C. If your integration sign do not have limit. Huh? Then you simplify further. This is your answer. So if this is your answer, you can stop at the second line. Or you can write in the full answer that the last line. So your quiz later, you can stop at the second line if you want. Or you can stop at the last line also can. Okay. Yeah. So make sure it makes sense. Yeah. Yes. Oh, when you get from here to here. Here to here. Then the rest you break into 3. So this one is this one. This one is this one. This one is this one. Okay. Yeah. So this will be the answer. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, okay. The rest is still the same, but using the second formula. But this one is inside your tutorial already. You just do the same. Identify what is your A. The constant value in front, the cos, pull it out. Just put outside the integration sign. Then you only do the cos AX dx component. In this case, your cos 3x, your A is 3. Then you straight away convert this one into 1 over A sin x plus C. Yeah? Okay. Second one, sine, you look for the sine. If you got 5, put 5 to the front. Sine, then you have sine. Your 2 is your A. Then you do directly from the table, straight away change this one to this one. We are not doing the, we call it what? We do not do the proving part. Straight away we apply the results. You don't need, if you take pure mathematics, you need to prove y integrate sine ax dx, y how you get 1 minus 1 over a cos ax plus c. For our engineering courses, we don't need to prove this equation. Okay. All right. Same for the rest. You just refer to the table. Okay. I'll let this part for your revision part. You just go home and see the PowerPoint slides. It's just application of the table. Okay. Now the last part, you see 1 over something, especially the x is at the denominator part. You need to be careful already. Because usually you'll miss out. If you see the x is below the factorial format, very high chances you arrive at ln x. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Now just now it's called standard integration. With this, you see there's no limit. Okay. We go for a little bit more, then we have your quiz. So another one, if you have a limit, just now it's called infinite integral, which is no limit. Integral, indefined integral, no limit. But if you have the limit of lower limit, upper limit, they are called defined integral. Okay, it means you know the limit, the upper limit, lower limit. Okay. So what you do in this case, you only need to substitute the value of B and A into the steps. So I'll show you how. So if you see the limit of, in this case, is A to B. This is A to B. A is at lower part, we call it lower limit. B is at the top, so we call it upper limit. We always take the upper limit minus the lower limit. So in this case, you see the last line and maybe the last second line, you see the box X, B, A. It means that you substitute value of B inside the X function, then you minus the X value with the A. Okay, I'll show you one example. What does it mean? For example, you're given this y equal to x squared, a quadratic equation with a lower limit of 1 to 3. Your lower limit is 1, your upper limit is 3. So it's like a ball bouncing from one height to another height. So this one meaning when the ball reach 1 meter, 3 maybe the height reach 3 meter. So what happened to the ball motion, right? So we want to see the distance traveled when it's from 1 meter to 3 meter, let's say. Okay, now what you do, you see it as the infinite integral just now. You write a box Then the x square, you use the formula, general formula in the table just now. This is in the form of axn. So in this case, a is 1, your n is 2. So a is 1, n is 2. So if you integrate, you get n plus 1, you get 3. By the n plus 1, you get 3. Always copy your final exponential to the denominator. Okay, plus c. Why plus c here? Because we see it as infinite, but in real case, you don't need to write plus c already. Okay. Then in the box there, you copy the limit. On the top of the box, you copy the 3. Lower box, you copy the 1. Okay, now in the real case, you don't need to write the plus c anymore. Huh? So what you do, you substitute the limit. Again, we always take the top divided by low, right? The top and bottom. So we substitute x3 here. Your x value, upper limit 3, so you substitute 3 there. Minus means you take the top minus the lower limit. Minus your lower limit is 1. So substitute 1 here. Again, you don't need to write the c anymore because this is a finite integral. Okay. So this step is just to show you, even though you put the constant value plus c there, at the end it will cancel out. Okay, at the end it will cancel out, plus c minus c, you'll get 0c. Yeah. So this is how you will apply the same for any form of your y function. Like in the table, because in the table you have like maybe 8 functions from a power x to 1 over x. And then tangent, sine, cos, that one. Okay, what you need to remember is to convert the integral into box size. Inside the box, do the integral according to the table. To the table formula. Then the next step is to substitute the upper limit into the function in the box. Minus, minus, always minus, no plus, always minus. Substitute the lower limit inside the formula. Yeah. So you see, example, 3x, you arrive at x squared divided by 2, multiply 3. You can always pull the 3 out. You can always pull the constant value 3 out so that to simplify your integration. Then the next step just to substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. So in other way, you can change the box into a curly box to indicate that you're actually substituting number. Yeah. So 3x squared, you substitute the upper limit, which is 2 inside the x position, minus the lower limit of x equal 1. So copy the formula, but your x now substitute with 1. The rest is just mathematics. Yeah. So this is how you present your answer. Okay. So some of you might ask, hey, Dr. Ang, if I forget to put the curly in my answer, can or not? Of course, can. No, there's no wrong saying that you must use curly. No, it's just to put your answer in the more organized way. Okay, so if you understand this one, you see the next one actually is to show you what happened. Your lower limit is minus 2. And you have a 2 integral there. Okay, So it is safe. This is a bit fast, so means you integrate this one, then you integrate the second one. This one a bit step. If you are careful person, you can break into two integration. Yeah. So if you scared that you mistakes, what you do, you can convert this one into integrate 4 dx minus integrate x square dx, and then copy the limit -2, 3, -2, 3, and then do this one, then minus this one. Same, we arrive at the same answer. Same answer. Okay, the rest you arrive at this answer. This one you arrive, you do the mathematics. At the end, you arrive at 25 divided by 3. Okay, I want to highlight is you need to careful. It is a minus sign. Always upper limit minus the lower limit, and then you carry whatever number it is, no matter it's negative or positive value. Okay. Any question? No, Okay. You've seen this one previously, but now with the limit, lower and upper. And this one asks you to positive square root only. So you see what is the difference? You do the same, split into two functions. Okay, then break the integrate into a box sign. Break this one into the box sign. It asks you to take positive square roots only, means you consider positive value only, because you know that square root have positive and negative answer. Okay. Now, how to do this one? This second step to third step refer to table. You see it as ax power n. Okay, you see it as 2 ax power n. Then you do the integration part. Okay, this one need to do some homework. So these steps I carry to the next steps. With this, you arrive at this one. You rearrange it. Okay. Once you rearrange, you substitute 4 minus substitute 1. You get this one, 26 over 8. Any question? No, I will flip through a few slides, then we conclude the first part. Okay, I'll upload this one in Island. No issue. So this one is cosine, or refer to the table also. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll give you do the quiz first. Bye-bye, take your time.
Yes, please.